How tall are you?
6'4".
When I leave here, I'm gonna go, oh, that tall guy is a nice guy. That's it. In my mind, you're here. 6'4" guys. Then I might add something else to this. Black, well-dressed. This is how we framed you. But you're a pilot, right? How long have you been a pilot?
10 years now.
A decade. Never say 10 years, always a decade. It sounds different. It has more gravitas. How many hours have you flown?
5,600.
Close
to 6,000 hours.
Close on 6,000 hours. When I open a conversation, if I'm you, this is my opening intro. Hi, my name is Amonde. I'm a pilot, close on a decade of experience. I've got over 6,000 hours in the air, and I'd like to talk to you guys a bit about my new startup that's in logistics. Have I got your attention? Now I'm not a 6'4", well-dressed black guy.
And is it true that you train somebody to essentially be you?
Oh, 100%.
And where is that person?
The CEO. Well, I'm here just having fun. What is it, Monday? He's over there working.
How did you know he was the guy to be you?
He's a lunatic.
You are a historically impressive human being.
Thank you.
I don't know if you're aware of this.
I agree.
But no, good. I had a feeling you know this.
Yeah.
But how do you find somebody that you're like, no, that guy is special?
The big things are you coachable? Do you see the value? And do you believe in what I believe in? Those are the three things where if someone has those traits, and are you obsessive, those 4 traits, then usually in the long run, you'll work out. If someone's skill set's here and they're growing like this, and then you meet someone here, but they're coachable, they see the value, they're obsessive, after a year, their skill set's gonna be up here and this guy's gonna be here.
Obsessive is big.
Yeah.
This one's a funny one. So there's another guy who does what I do. He does extremely good work. I hate him. Whenever his name comes up, it drives me nuts. People bring it, we hired him, and I was like, good. Because I hate him, I'm really competitive with him. If I'm ahead, I've got this smug feeling, and if he's ahead, I get really pissed off. So anyway, we had the opportunity to speak at the same event, and the interviewer thought it would be fun if we introduced each other. I went first. And then I looked at him and I said, you make me really insecure. All of your strengths are all of my weaknesses. And when your name comes up, it makes me really uncomfortable. And he looked at me and he said, I feel the same about you. The reason I had such an irrational hatred of him had nothing to do with him. It had to do with me. He's my worthy rival. His strengths revealed to me my own weaknesses. And instead of confronting and taking a hard look at myself and evaluating those weaknesses and working on those weaknesses, it was much easier to take all of that negative energy and direct it towards him.
Now here's something else I learned. They did a study of 50 owners of companies, successful owners of companies like yourselves. And they asked them, what is the very best time management or business tool that you've ever discovered? 49 out of the 50 held up a yellow writing pad. And this is what they did. This is how they planned their day. They made a list, to-do list. Today, they wrote down everything they had to do. They always work from a list. If you don't work from a list, it's very much like taking your hands off the wheel of your car, going down a winding road in the mountains. What happens is your life's going to go on and you're instantly going to start doing irrelevant and unimportant and useless things. And at the end of the day, you'll be exhausted and you'll accomplish nothing.
Most people shouldn't buy a home.
No one should buy a home.
Interesting.
Homes were not built for people. Homes were built for banks. The bank created that product to sell money. You can't just loan people money. You need a product in between. The bank can't lend money for just money. You need a reason to borrow money. Oh, you're starting a business. That's a reason, but it's really risky for the bank. Everybody should have a home, right? Oh man, that's pretty good. We should call it something like the American dream. You can't just call it a house, right? Everyone should have one, right? They got the politicians behind it. Yes, everyone should have one. And then what they did was basically those homes were built for banks, because who made all the money on the homes? Wasn't even the builder. Certainly wasn't the homeowner. It was always the banks.
After the crash of 2008, the banks gave me $300 million tax-free to buy real estate that the idiots had lost. They were idiots because the prices were so high. Why would you buy it at the top of a market? Don't you know that's going to crash? Had driven the price of real estate so high, and the rest of us were just waiting. So Wall Street gave us hundreds of millions of dollars to mop up all that real estate these guys had lost. Now, it's fair because everybody could do it. That's what's going on in the world today. It's fake money, fake teachers, fake asses. The school teachers will never tell you that because they don't know it. My poor dad never knew that. And they think the rich are crooks. The rich just play by different laws. The rules are the same, but you have to do what the government wants you to do.